It's not like getting up in the morning and eating a chili dog and doing a line of cocaine. Greetings, Earthlings and Frag commies. My name is Luke. I am Poe. Today we're falling back into some old, dangerous habits. I was tagged by the man, the myth, the legend, at least more on the Instagram side of things, Jon Snow at Scented Snowdrops. If you haven't checked out Jon, he does some videos here on YouTube. I'll include his channel in the description. Mostly he's active on Instagram, so for all of you really cool hipster Instagrammers out there, why don't you go check him out, guys? He's really hip with the kids and everything like that. When Jon came up with this tag video, he probably had a certain vision in mind of, reviewers coming up with varying unique fragrances that they'd want to smell before the end of time. But here on Lucas Poe, we don't go with the flow. We go against the grain a little bit. We do things a bit differently, let's say. The first fragrance I would pick for the end of the world. I'm not exactly sure which scenario we're looking at here. I guess we'll kind of explore that as we go on. 24 Gold. And this is not because I like how this smells, although I do. This is a very good vanilla-based fragrance. Beast mode, performance, and projection. Very affordable price. One of my favorite cheapies. But enough with the whole reviewing, schmewing. Let's get to the end of the world stuff. Let's say that there's aliens invading Earth, and everyone's looking out for UFOs, and everyone's on the panic, right? I'm not panicking. You know what I'm doing? I'm digging up gold. It has a purpose, people. Like, it's for the good of me, really, because, that gold would go towards my own private island in the Caribbean, and that is where Tommy Bahama St. Bart's comes into. And so with all that gold, I'm sure I would find a choice discount because, who's going to be buying property when the world's going to end? Everyone's going to be selling. I'm a buyer in a seller's market because I dug up so much gold while everyone was panicking, and I got such a good deal on my Caribbean island. I have some gold left over. Of course I do. I'm going to ride this thing out. I am not a doomsday prepper. I am the opposite of a doomsday prepper. I am a doomsday surfer. I'm just going to surf the doomsday all the way to my own private cabana. And once I get there, I will get a Ferrari, pure lavender. I have never driven a Ferrari, but I imagine that if we didn't have much time to live, everyone's panicking, and I'm kind of taking the dream vacation that I never would have been able to, I would imagine that I would need to have a Ferrari to at least take me from the mansion to, the stables. How could I be expected to walk in the tropical heat? There's a problem with your own private island in a Ferrari, though. You're kind of, you need to be kind of self-reliant with your own resources, right? You can't just walk down to the Piggly Wiggly. You got to go down to Fahrenheit. That way you can fill up your Ferrari. We have seen time and time again, whoever holds the most oil or gasoline wins at risk. It's not about rolling the dice and having a bunch of cannons on the board. That's what you did when you were a kid. In real life, it's about who has the gasoline. And guess what, boys and girls? Lucas Poe has the gasoline. And then guess who comes knocking at the door? Uncle Sam and his U.S. Navy. He's going, Lucas Poe, we realize you're having a real heck of a shindig right now, but would you be willing to help us? I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to do everything around here. I am not a soldier, but I do have very far-fetched creative ideas, and I do watch a lot of TV. So, I think I understand how things go on in crises, in wartime scenarios. And so I would spray that on, very lovely aquatic version of Le Male, with the vanilla base to it. It's not going to be cloying in the high heat. It is very easy to wear, and I think pretty underrated in the Le Male line. And I would get going to help the great country of the United States. Actually, you know what? I would negotiate that if I'm going to help US, they're going to rename it the United States of Poe. I'm huddled with the 4-star generals, right? And we're brainstorming options, and they're wanting to, bring out missiles and, talking about like communication and peace with the aliens. And this is going nowhere. I'm getting a little bit frustrated. My Ferrari hasn't been waxed in weeks down at the Caribbean. And so I propose a plan, a mission, let's say. Operation One Man Show by Jacques Bogart. It is going to be something that no one could have expected, let alone aliens that flew into our planet, into our home, and are saying that we will be eliminated and that they can take over. I mean, who are they, right? So One Man Show leads to the final fragrance. The one man who can save the planet. Jeremy Lin for him. This is a fragrance. Some might say that it's cheap, and they'd be right. Some might say that it's a shower gel fragrance, and they'd be right as well. And some might say that the performance is decent considering the price. And after all of that, I would say you're a frickin' genius because you just nailed all three of those out of the park. And I'm thinking these aliens aren't going to know how to contain Jeremy Lin. So we spray this bad boy on, and the aliens come down, and they don't know how to take on Jeremy. I mean, he's getting assist after assist. He's getting steal. He's getting layup. He's getting three-pointers. These aliens don't even know how to play basketball. We have the complete advantage right now. And then finally, the aliens, after we've played, maybe a quarter of basketball, they are sluggish. They're not used to our kind of gravity. And they sit down and they start crying. And Jeremy, being the true, kind-hearted American he is, sits down with them, looks them in the eyes, and says,
"It's not over yet, punks."
Turned out to be was that these aliens were pretty good guys. They were just really, controlled by this cigar-smoking alien way out on another planet that wanted to kidnap Jeremy Lin in the first place. We didn't know that. How could you understand that another alien species would want Jeremy Lin? If we would have known that at the beginning, we would have sent him off. He would have, been way more of a celebrity than here in America. But, we're glad to have Jeremy back. And thanks to Jeremy, he saved the world or whatever. If only there was a movie made about this or something, I think it could be a hit. Someone like, I don't know, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. I don't know. What do I know about movies? That will wrap things up for me today, Frag Commies. I mean, what else do you want? We saved the world. I mean, I didn't. Jeremy Lin did. This was a fun, creative tag video. So thanks to John, Scented Snowdrops, for tagging me. I would like to keep this one going and tag my girl Hillary at the Burrow. She is one of my favorites in all of Fragcomm. She is very knowledgeable, has a very sweet and fun-loving personality. Go check out her channel if you have not already. And then last but not least, Noel's Frags, a newcomer to Fragcomm. Just started doing videos about a month ago or so. I would like to see you guys show some love to Noel. And his link will be in the description as well. You two are on the clock. Let's see what you got. If you guys like this sort of weirdness, I don't know what to tell you. I have to live with this, these thoughts in my brain. You guys can come visit them whenever you'd like. So the least you could do for me and my sanity is to give it a thumbs up, or subscribe, comment down below. Or if you don't, I'll just continue being this clown in this weird screen called YouTube.